Thank you very much coming to the temple today. It's a very sunny, also hot day, and it's been a very hot summer. So I hope everyone has managed to stay well. You come to the temple today is very wonderful. Why is that? Today is a Baekjung. That's the end of a 49-day keto for all of those family members of ours who have deceased, who have died. This is a tradition that started during Buddha's time. This day is also Hae Jae, the end of the summer 3-month retreat. At Buddha's time, one of the Sunims perceived his mother after she died, had gone to hell. Even though this Sunim had magic power, he couldn't bring his mother out of hell by himself. So Buddha said that all the people who have done the summer retreat, the Haengja, together on the last day of their retreat would dedicate the merits of their practice to all people who have passed away. And the power of their merits would help all those who have died wherever they might be now. We humans attach to our body, attach to our consciousness. So when someone we're close to dies, we feel a hole, a big hole inside. But in fact, our true nature is beyond time and space, beyond life and death. So we're never separate from our loved ones except by our thinking. If we take away our thinking, already connected, already become one. I practiced with Seung Kunsanim 27 years. Many times he sent me off on some mission. Maybe I'd only see him 3 times during the year. He was a very important person in my life, probably the most important. But when he died, I didn't feel he went anywhere. How'd that happen? How'd he do that? Our true nature is not dependent on time and space, not hindered by life and death. But of course, quite naturally, we attach to our bodies, our family, our country, our consciousness. This is not bad or good, it's just our condition. However, this attachment is the root of our suffering. So Buddha taught us how to practice, how to live with our bodies, live with our families, live in this world, but not be so attached that we create suffering. That's why people do keto. That's why they do sitting meditation. That's why this summer, 60 people from 15 different countries came to Korea to practice and sit Kyol Che. And whether you're aware of it or not, that's why you come to the temple today. So right now, everybody relax. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe out. Deeply breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. And Tashi Hanban, take another breath. Breathe out. So you've just sat Kyol Che. Congratulations. That's all it is for 90 days. Breathe in, breathe out. And be aware, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. At that moment, we return to reality without all the thinkings of this opposite world. Me, you, good, bad, success, failure. All the kind of thinking that makes suffering for us. Buddha said that those who make this practice, even in your car, even at your home, anywhere, receive 5 joys. The first joy is joy in Buddha. But that means joy in realizing, experiencing for a moment my own true nature, my mind nature, which is infinite in time and space, unhindered by life and death. The second joy is joy of the Dharma. But the Dharma is not something outside of us. It's our mind light, our ability to be aware this moment. Maybe you went into a hotel room one day and the light didn't go on. Then as you move around, you bang into many things. Also, you can't find the refrigerator, the TV, the light. You can't find the things that you want to use. It's the same way when we're born. We don't know anything. Only we're hungry, we cry. We're scared or lonely, we cry. We can't do anything for ourselves. But we have this mind light. It's our nature. Then slowly this mind light begins to shine. Seung Sahn called it don't know mind. The mind that isn't holding or making anything, just has a big question. What is this? But when we're babies, we have that mind, but we don't even have the words. What is this? Many of you have children, so you saw babies. And many of us, even without children, we saw babies. Remember when a baby's hand comes in, it can't even sit up. It's still laying down, but the hand comes in front of its face. And the baby is like, that's what is this, but without the words. That's our Dharma light, our true nature. Don't know mind, you can call it anything. And because of that, we learn about this world. I've read that they say children learn more the first 5 years of our lives than we do the next 90. That's because we start holding on to what we learn. There's no more space for new stuff to come in. But we didn't lose our mind light, we just don't use it so much, so well. But we learn practice, even just being aware of breathing in, breathing out, and our mind light becomes stronger and brighter. This is the joy of our mind light. Third joy Buddha talked about is joy of Sangha. Sangha means friends and teachers, especially Doban, Dharma friends. Because we humans, we learn from each other. Nobody learns everything by themselves. So it's a joy to have friends and teachers we can learn from. One of the biggest sufferings in modern life is not having friends, loneliness. And that comes from closing down our mind light. So when we not just come to the temple, but actually use Buddha's teaching, practice, then this joy of friends and teachers appears. Fourth joy in practicing is joy of generosity, sharing. This is the first of the 6 paramitas, 6 virtues. We are not separate individuals. We are connected to everything. If we look at the world, we can see the world's generosity. The sun will shine on everything. It doesn't say, oh, I like this person, I don't like that person. If you have some water, anybody can drink it, and it will nourish them. Buddha said, if people understood the benefit of generosity, they would never eat a single meal without sharing it with another. That kind of generosity, especially at meals, is a big part of Korean culture. I love when you go to a restaurant, you get your rice, you get your soup, but everybody shares everything else. One time, the Bosanims at the temple were making bibimbap. And they put a whole lot of individual bowls of bibimbap out for everybody. Then I went to look for them to say thank you. There were about 7 of them behind the kitchen sitting on the ground around one big bowl of bibimbap. I grew up in America, so I said, don't you each want your own bowl? They said, no, we like this. Everybody eating out of the big bowl. Then I thought, I know why I came to Korea. I like that. But now that's kind of breaking down in our society. Maybe we should make a rule. You're not allowed to eat alone. You have to eat with somebody else, at least one other person. That would really be hard training for us now. So when we learn to share sensibly, it gives us great joy. Fifth joy of practicing is changing face. When you practice, your face by itself changes. When the Tonyok Sunim first came here, her face not very good. Now many people say pretty good, very good. Because inside and outside become one and become clear. If everybody in the country practiced, apgujang plastic surgery would go down. Because everybody become more beautiful automatically. Then you only need a few plastic surgeons if somebody has a bad accident or something. So learn to practice. Sitting with mindfulness. Be aware of breathing in, breathing out. Do keto, even in your home. Then the cost of cosmetics, your cost of cosmetics goes down, save money. Also, more pleasant when people see you. My Hangulmal is horrible, terrible. But I go to any store, easy to make a friend. Before I practiced, nobody liked me. Even my parents didn't like me. But later, they liked me very much. I don't know what happened. Maybe face change. So what we call practicing Suhang is not that difficult. Yeah, sometimes a little difficult. But you already did it. Breathe in, breathe out with awareness. Be aware, then this greedy desire mind, angry mind, and stupid mind goes down, down, down. So today, all the people who practiced this summer, whether in the temple or at home, we dedicate our merits to all our family members who have passed away. Wherever they are, wherever they've gone, may they be free from suffering. May they be happy. And if they weren't such a good person, maybe they be a better person this time. That kind of prayer is not just for them. It's for us. These ceremonies aren't just for those who have died. They're for us. Because when someone you've been close to dies, there's a hole. We feel a hole. And this kind of ceremony is to make us whole again. The Jewish prayer, Yutein prayer for the dead, is not so much about the dead. It's about how we can become whole again. And when we do that, we're bringing the best benefit possible to those who have passed away. So soon we'll have this Chesa, not only for those who have died, but for ourselves as well. But first, a little teaching. This universe is originally one, but human beings make opposite thinking. You and me, good and bad, I like, I don't like, I want, I don't want, life and death. Valley is mountain, mountain is valley. Everything's changing. That's the opposite world. With this stick, we cut our opposite thinking. No opposite thinking, then this whole world is absolute. Absolute means originally nothing. This whole universe originally is empty, still, at peace. This is absolute world. This is attaining one. But if we attach to that, also we'll have a problem. So now you've attained one. With this stick, we cut our attachment even to one. If we cut our opposites thinking, also cut our attachment to one, then we and the universe become connected. There's no inside, no outside, no subject, no object. Our body and mind will function just like a perfect mirror. When red comes, red's reflected. When white comes, white's reflected. When happiness comes, happiness is reflected. When suffering comes, we can understand this suffering. So we can see clear, hear clear, smell clear, everything's clear. Sky's blue, clouds are white. Dog goes mung mung, sugar sweet. Each thing is clear, not dependent on our opposites thinking. That's the complete world. Valley's valley, mountain's mountain. But if we attach to just seeing, just hearing, just smelling, also have a problem. So with this stick, we cut even our attachment to this complete world. Then what? Then what do you do? When you're hungry, eat. When someone's hungry, give them food. So many hungry people in this world, but we don't feed them. One day, maybe we'll also be hungry. So if we practice breathe in, breathe out, not attached to anything, we can see suffering and then naturally help. We can see happiness and enjoy together, a function. Seung Kunsanim used to say, human beings, a true job is understand my true nature and help others. If we realize our true job, then any body job's okay. So we try that. That's our way. Breathe in, breathe out. Make your awareness bright. Then follow the correct situation, correct function, correct relationship, moment to moment. So my correct situation is finish the Dharma talk. So in the morning, the wind from the valley goes up the mountain. At night, a cool breeze comes from the mountain down to the valley. May your lives be filled with a wind of peace and comfort and clarity. 감사합니다.